America, a nation built on diversity, has a significant black population. But have you ever considered how they are distributed across different states? You might not even know which state your favorite black individual is from. As of the most recent data from the U.S. Census Bureau, approximately 13.4% of the American population identifies as black or African American. Their contributions to contemporary America are undeniable, with many black individuals holding influential positions and driving positive change in their communities. Moreover, their culture and impact are evident across numerous communities. Join me as we journey across the United States, exploring the top 10 states with the highest black populations. Get ready to explore the heart of Black America, state by state. While Tennessee ranks lowest on this list, the state is home to a notable African American population compared to other states. To provide context, consider that the whitest state in America, Montana, has a black population of about 0.7%, whereas Tennessee's stands at 16.7%. This demonstrates that Tennessee hosts a significant number of black residents. A significant proportion of Tennessee's African American population reside in the western part of the state. Notable examples include Shelby County, where African Americans make up 52.1% of the population, and Haywood County, where they comprise 50.4%. The city of Memphis is a vibrant hub with a 64% black population. Out of its 633,000 residents, over 400,000 are African American. Memphis is recognized as one of the nation's major population centers for this ethnic group, contributing significantly to Tennessee's cultural heritage. Tennessee's African American history is characterized by struggle and perseverance. The passing of the 15th Amendment in 1870 enabled black men to participate in politics, leading to active involvement in shaping Tennessee's Reconstruction era. Pioneers like Samuel Melly, who served in the 1880s and received a Speaker of the House nomination, exemplify their contributions. Today, African Americans represent 13.3% of Tennessee's legislature. Virginia's African American population is the largest racial minority group in the state. According to the census, more than 1.5 million Virginians, or about 1 in 5, identify as black or African American. By the latest U.S. Census count, Virginia's African American population settled at 19.9%. Historically, Virginia holds the distinction of being the entry point for Africans to America in 1619. However, the state has seen a decline in its black population in recent years. In terms of cities, Petersburg, Emporia, and Franklin stand out with substantial African American populations. Petersburg, for example, is approximately 77% black. Meanwhile, Virginia Beach hosts the largest number of African Americans among Virginia cities, with its black population comprising 19.6%. Virginia has a rich legacy in civil rights history, playing a pivotal role in the Brown v. Board of Education protests that helped end racial segregation in public schools. The state is also home to Hampton University, one of the earliest historically black colleges in the United States. Known for its progressive stance, Virginia has a notable rate of black-white interracial marriages. The state has been home to influential figures such as Bill Bojangles Robinson, the legendary tap dancer, tennis great Arthur Ashe, and R&B singer Chris Brown. North Carolina, ranked 8th among states, has a deep-rooted history of slavery dating back to the late 1600s and early 1700s, when European colonists established their presence in the region. The earliest enslaved Africans in North Carolina were initially brought from the West Indies, with many others arriving directly from Africa. Unfortunately, detailed records of their tribes and origins were often not maintained. According to the U.S. Census, African Americans comprise 22.1% of North Carolina's population. Fayetteville stands out with a population of approximately 200,000 residents, 42.3% of whom are black. Other cities notable for their significant black populations include Kinston, Rocky Mount, and Wilson, with Kinston having the highest proportion at 64.3% black residents. Durham, North Carolina, is renowned for its Black Wall Street, a thriving center of successful black-owned businesses and entrepreneurs. Booker T. Washington frequently praised Durham for its relatively harmonious race relations. Edenton, the birthplace of Harriet Jacobs, the renowned author and former slave, adds to the state's rich cultural heritage. Star Jones, a prominent TV personality and writer, hails from Badine, while singer-rapper Jermaine Dupri grew up in Asheville. Delaware, ranked 7th, has seen a notable increase in its black population over the past decade, with 23.8% of its residents identifying as black. This demographic has grown by 16.9%, predominantly in Wilmington and Dover, where black residents constitute 58.8% and 51.6% of the population, respectively. These cities alone house approximately 1/3 of Delaware's entire black community. Dover is also home to Delaware State University, a historically black university renowned for its contributions to the black middle-class community. Delaware holds the distinction of being the first state to join the Union in 1787 and, interestingly, was considered a border state during the Civil War. Although Delaware played both sides during this conflict, slavery persisted until the 13th Amendment abolished it nationwide in 1865. During the Great Depression, black Americans in Delaware faced severe economic challenges. The 1960s brought civil rights struggles and successes, including riots in Wilmington following the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Wilmington's black population surged, comprising 35% of residents by 1970, marking a significant demographic shift. In 1984, James H. Sills Jr. became Wilmington's first black mayor, ushering in a new era of political representation. Notable Delawareans of African descent include NBA players A.J. English and Stevie Graham, as well as Franklin Pepper Rogers from Charlie Brown. Despite these achievements, Delaware grapples with sobering statistics. The black homicide rate in the state is 4 times the national average, with Wilmington's black homicide rate being the highest per capita in the country. These issues underscore ongoing challenges that warrant attention and action. Ranked 6th in the country, Alabama's African Americans are integral to the state's rich historical fabric. Their roots trace back to the era of slavery and the Civil War, navigating through emancipation, Reconstruction, and the challenges of white supremacy, epitomized by the Ku Klux Klan and Jim Crow laws. The civil rights movement illuminated their quest for justice, paving the way for progress into the modern era. As of the 2020 census, approximately 26.8% of Alabama's population proudly identifies as African American, underscoring their enduring legacy and vibrant presence throughout the state's history. In 1890, Alabama witnessed the founding of its first black-owned and operated bank, the Penny Savings Bank, by the visionary William R. Pettiford. Additionally, the Lincoln Normal School, established in 1867, holds a significant place as one of the oldest historically black colleges and universities in the United States, serving as a beacon of hope for black education until its closure in 2015. Over the past decade, this percentage has increased by 1.6%, further showcasing Alabama's deep-rooted black heritage. Tuskegee stands out with a 95.6% black population, the highest in the state, highlighting its pivotal role in African American culture and history. South Carolina, where 27.1% of the population identifies as black, has seen a slight decrease of 0.5% from a decade ago, making it one of only 2 states on this list to experience a decline in its black population percentage. Marion leads as the state's most predominantly black city, with a significant 71.3% black population, while the capital city, Columbia, boasts a notable 43.7% black population. South Carolinians of African descent have a deeply intertwined history with the state's complex past. Prior to the abolition of slavery, the free black population never exceeded 8%. The state's cities have made strides in history with the election of Stephen K. Benjamin as mayor of Columbia in 2010, and Barbara Blaine Bellamy as Conway's first African-American female mayor in 2020. South Carolina's General Assembly shows some diversity as well. 27% of its members are African American, accounting for about 12% of the group. Number 4, Maryland stands out for its vibrant black culture, particularly in its bustling city of Baltimore, where 63.1% of the population is black, making it a focal point of rich history and heritage. With Maryland's total population nearing 6 million, approximately 30.9% identify as black. Another Maryland city with a significant black population's District Heights, boasting an impressive 91.3% black population. Despite this troubled past, Maryland has produced outstanding figures in African American history, such as Harriet Tubman, born in Dorchester County, who played pivotal roles in the civil rights movement. Thurgood Marshall, the first African-American Supreme Court Justice, and Webb Du Bois, NAACP founder, also hail from Maryland. Inventions by Black Marylanders include Garrett Morgan's traffic light in 1923 and Lonnie Johnson's Super Soaker, which revolutionized summertime fun. Home to a 31.2% black population, Georgia is home to the third largest African-American community in the United States. Distribution-wise, Union City, a suburb of Atlanta, claims the highest black population in Georgia at 97.3%, while Savannah follows with a population that is 56.6% black. Atlanta itself has seen a shift in its black population, which once dominated the city, but now makes up 51.3% as of recent counts. Historically, Georgia's population was evenly split between black and white until the Civil War, after which many black families migrated northward to industrial centers. Atlanta holds a significant place in civil rights history as the birthplace of Martin Luther King Jr., the influential American Baptist minister and civil rights leader. Since 1973, Atlanta has consistently elected black mayors, including national figures like Andrew Young and Maynard Jackson. Louisiana today hosts the second largest black population in the United States. According to the U.S. Census, individuals of African descent make up 32.0% of Louisiana's population, marking a significant 4.8% increase over the past decade. This growth has added approximately 225,000 more black Americans to Louisiana's vibrant community. Suburban towns such as Bastrop near Monroe and Baker near Baton Rouge lead in black population concentration, each boasting around 80% black residents. New Orleans follows closely with a 59.5% black population, earning it the distinction of having the seventh highest black population among large U.S. cities. Mississippi's African American community represents the largest percentage of the state's population at 38.1%, the highest in the country. Mississippi saw a significant influx of black slaves during the 19th century, with approximately 411,000 enslaved people entering the state. The slave trade was centered at the Forks of the Road Market in Natchez, which historically held the majority of the state's population before the Civil War and through the early 20th century. The Great Migration of the early 20th century saw nearly 600,000 African Americans leave the state in search of better opportunities in northern cities and beyond. Jackson, the capital city of Mississippi, boasts a striking 81.9% black population, second only to Detroit for the highest concentration of black Americans in the U.S. Additionally, Mississippi is home to a remarkable 19 cities with more than 10,000 residents where 50% or more are black. Together, let's continue to learn, to listen, and to celebrate the rich diversity that makes America truly unique. That brings us to the end of today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more content.